Welcome back, everybody. This is part 7 of our chatbot building tutorial series where I teach you how to build your own custom chatbot without the need for code. And just a reminder, if this happens to be the first video you've watched, we'll be using a platform called Voiceflow. It's a powerful no-code chat building platform, and it has a free plan that is good enough for you to get started learning how to build your own custom chatbots. And here for part 7 of this tutorial, I'm going to give you a simple introduction into how to use logic, conditional logic. In order to quickly demonstrate how to use conditional logic, let's build a very simple chatbot for an online gift shop. And the job of the chatbot is to suggest certain gifts based on age. So that's where we're going to apply the conditional logic. We'll get the age, and then based on that age, we'll suggest certain gifts. So let's get to building this thing. So first, we want to welcome the user with a message. We want it to say, "Welcome to our store." Let's connect it to our starting pill. And then I want another line saying, "How can I help you today?" And then for the simplicity of this tutorial, I'm just going to present the user with a single option, a button saying, "I'm looking for gift ideas." And when the user clicks that, then we want to ask for the age. So we want to drag another text block here, a separate one, and then we want to say, "What's the age of the person you are buying for?" Question mark. Let's connect that to the button. So when the user clicks the button, we're gonna go here. And then the next step, obviously, is to then listen, wait for the response, and save that response so we can do something with it later. So the way to do that is go to listen, and there's this option called capture. So let's drag that capture over here. Now the chatbot will wait for an answer. I am going to make an entire video about variables, but for now, let's just use the defaults here. Just to keep uh, this tutorial pretty simple. So we want to capture the entire reply, and then once you capture it, we want to store it somewhere. And those are called variables. Again, you can make your own, but for this one, we're just going to use the variable called last response. So quick recap, user clicks the button, we ask them for the age, we wait for the response, and then we store that response in a variable called last response. Now that we have the age, we want to do something about it. And this is where our conditional logic comes in. This is the core of the video. So what we want to do is go to logic and you'll find an option called condition. So you want to drag it over here. And what this basically tells us, or tells the chatbot, is if the value of something, do something. If the value of something is this, then do something else. So in this case, let's filter it by kids and teens. So let's tell the chatbot if, then you want to click add condition and select variable because that's how we stored the age. And then remember, we stored it in a variable called last response. So if the age is any of these, then let's do something. So for the kids, let's just call that less than or equal 12. And then we can name that kids. Now let's add another condition for the teens. Now this is going to be interesting because remember, for the kids, we only had one condition here. So if it's less than or equal to 12, let's group them into kids. But what you could also do with conditions is layer them. And that's what we call logic groups. So let me show you what I mean. So let's add a condition. And then let's say if the age, so if the variable called logic group last response, which is our age, is greater than 12, and then here's how you create a logic group. So you select add a condition, and then instead of variable, you go to logic group. Now you can layer these conditions. So if it's greater than 12, and you have the option and or, for this one we're going to use and, if the age, so last response, is less than or equal to 18. Sorry, I clicked out. Where's that? Here we go. So we've layered two conditions. So if the age is greater than 12 and it's less than or equal to 18, then let's just label these teens. There we go. So we now have conditions for teens and conditions for kids. So now that we have these conditions, we can send the user to separate paths now. So to simplify this, we're just gonna create two response blocks here. For teens, we want to connect it here. Sorry, for kids, we want to connect here. For teens, we want to connect it here. When it's kids, let's just say, here's our best sellers for kids. And then for teens, here's our best sellers for teens. So before we run this quick recap, we welcome them. We show them a button saying, I'm looking for gift ideas. When they click that, we go here and then we ask for the age. We capture that age and store it in a variable called last response. If the age is less than 12, you go to the kids path. If it's between 12 and 18 using our grouped logic, go here. So let's see if this works. Let's hit play. Let's run this. There we go. Welcome to our store. How can I help you today? Let's click the button. I'm looking for gift ideas. There, it's now asking us for the age. Let's start with the kids. Let's test the kids first. So let's say 5. There we go. We went to the correct path. Here's our bestseller for kids. Let's reset the test and let's go for the teens path now. Welcome to the store. I'm looking for gift ideas. What's the age? Let's say 16. There we go. Here's our bestseller for teens. And there you have it, your introduction into conditional logic, a powerful tool you can use to direct where the conversation goes. If you found this video helpful and the entire series helpful, leave a like and subscribe. And if you do, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.